Hey, good morning, y'all. It is, let's see here, Tuesday, October 21st, and it's another episode of Simple Life Philosophy. I am showing up today, and I'm so sorry. It's so dark out this morning. I might have to start my videos a little bit later. I usually like to start them on this overpass. Um, but yeah, no, it's getting so dark. The time change is happening, I think, in a couple weeks, so maybe that'll help out, give me some more light in the morning time. So I do apologize for the darkness. I can't control the light, but I can bring you some light in your life. And that's my goal of this channel. That's my goal in life. Really, the meaning of life for me is just trying to get better every day and trying to spread that message. Try and help people achieve their highest self while also trying to achieve that for myself. I gotta fill my cup first before I can even help others and fill their cup. And yeah, it's been a tough journey for me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just like a crazy person or what, but it's just it's been always very difficult. I've always been had have just all these. I mean, we're animals, just ravenous cravings and the distractions and things like that kind of just get you off your game or mission or vision in life. And so just trying to find strategies and tools to just stay focused. And a big win for me this year is just starting this channel, and actually achieving, I guess, a creative outlet. And I think it's just helped me a lot, and helped my headspace and mindset, because I think that when you're not doing anything, you're just trying to treading water in life, man, you just can't help but have a lot of just bad feelings. But if you just do something for yourself and start creating and challenging yourself and putting yourself maybe in some uncomfortable situations, or um, putting yourself in situations where you can be criticized and finding the courage, to do it, you'll be surprised. Like I've said this before, but like I don't have as many negative thoughts as I had in the past. I don't. Now, granted, I still have those moments where I'm like, I say some really nasty things to myself, but it's not near as often, you know. And it's just because I have a lot of regret and shame in my past. Like I just wish I handled myself better. I wish I was wittier, and could have kind of say what I mean quicker. I don't have that gift of gab, which is probably maybe not the right medium for me to even, to start YouTube videos. Like I think someone that's very successful as, like, I guess, in influence culture, or creative culture is, you have that gift of gab. And but I'm trying to develop it, and we shall see. I'm at the very beginning stages of all this, this process, and I just wish nothing but the best for you, and want you to start doing the same for yourself. Develop a personal brand, start creating whatever it is that you're into. If you can't find that passion, if nothing rings a bell, start taking notes, start journaling, and maybe find the things that kind of, you know get you really upset, that piss you off, lack of a better word. And I think that will lead you kind of maybe into a direction where you can kind of start finding your passion, whatever that is. Yeah, just be sure to stay humble in that process. You know, I think when we're younger, we have the that mindset of just like we know everything and that the world kind of revolves around us. And I think that's also kind of like a dangerous mindset to be in. So yeah, just try to stay humble, try to stay grateful for what you have, grateful for the moments of inspiration, grateful for the food and light that you have in your life and the company that you have. And I think that you can start actually creating from a good place. And they say creating from source, right? So I think that's the goal. Um, and one thing that I think I'm going to start doing, and man, I can't believe it took me 4.5 minutes to get to this, because I wanted to make this the title of my video today is what gets tracked gets managed. And I haven't been really tracking my habits as much. I made a spreadsheet of just like all the habits that I kind of, well, key ones I don't want to do, and then key ones that I do want to do, and just kind of make little check marks and score the day that way. And I want to get back to that. I made this spreadsheet. I've kind of stuck with it for a little while, a couple years ago, and I've always kind of been drawn to self-development, self-improvement, and so I have, tried a few different things, and I do think the kind of I don't know, tracking spreadsheet was helpful. And now that I'm kind of actually creating videos and trying to develop my personal brand, I think that it's time to kind of break that out again. So I'm gonna see how that goes. If I have some success or if people are interested, I don't mind sharing that spreadsheet. You can kind of edit it to your own, um, you know, personal goals and mindset and vision and mission and life. And I think it can be helpful because I think it's true. You have to, what track gets, what gets tracked gets managed, but it's also, what does that mean? That's awareness. When you start tracking stuff, you start to be more aware of how often you're doing it. It's like if you have a credit card and you're just like, I don't know, maybe buying something at the grocery store or convenience store, gas station, whatever, every so often, it never really kind of clicks in your mind that adds up. Whereas if you had cash and you're making that purchase, I think you would see that money dwindle in real time a little bit more than if you're charging it on a credit card or debit card or whatnot, unless you're really checking those statements. So just developing more awareness is where it's at, man. I've been, man, it's just been on my mind so much lately. The last couple weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know how long it's been, but awareness I feel like is just so key in life, and it's so key to I guess pinpointing the areas where you can really improve in, and maybe the areas where the habits that you can eliminate that'll help your not energy and time and all that good stuff. So yeah, I feel like that's a great video. I hope you guys stuck around and enjoyed it. I will see y'all tomorrow. Much love and many blessings.